Hello and welcome to Marco on Markets. This channel is for educational purposes only and shares my personal opinions and investment process. Nothing in this video should be taken as financial product advice or a recommendation to buy or sell any investments. Always do your own research and consider obtaining advice from a licensed financial advisor before making any decisions. Okay, good afternoon. It's Monday, the 3rd of August, 2026, 3:56 p.m. The market is about to close. Just bring across my watch list and update my portfolio. So I've only got that one stock still. I'll just refresh that. AX1 or Accent Group, 71 cents. Just put on 1 cent today, still down 69%. And then after dividends, 62%. In terms of purchasing today, I did look at some positions throughout the day. The closest thing I got was probably Commonwealth Bank. It was down like 1.2%. I did miss that opportunity. It did climb back to be flat at the end of the day. The other one that got close was Aristocrat. Aristocrat was down earlier today. Just let's have a look at the graph. Actually, both of those stocks would have been good for a one-day trade. Wouldn't have made a 2% margin. If we just have a look at the chart for the day. And it's always easy after the fact. So, uh, one day, I'll have to go into the chart proper because that's not showing me. One day. Right, yep. So yeah, like later this afternoon, it was down around that $63 mark, and then I could have probably picked up close to 1%. I didn't do that. So, and the other one was CBA. CBA was probably a better opportunity. Have a look at the graph just for the day. Yeah, it did fall to around 175. Actually, I didn't realize it got even lower. I wasn't watching it. I saw it around 75.50. So I just want to show you on a calculator if you can go. Actually, I can just use the measuring stick. Sorry. So if I had have brought it here around this 75.50 mark, which was when I saw it, and then if I was able to achieve that peak or just below that peak over here, we could have picked up 1% in the afternoon. I don't normally aim for 1%, so I'm always thinking about 2%. And the reason why really I didn't buy at 175.50 was because I did the calculation. It meant that the stock would need to get to sub $180. Now, if I have a look at the chart over, say, the last 6 months, it has been up to $180, but not since April. So that was quite a few months ago. It did get close. So I'm always thinking of the exit price. So before I buy, I always check to see what is the sale price going to be and is that achievable and realistic. So that's why I didn't buy it. Anyway, let's have a look at, say, the ASX 200. I'll turn on my ASX 200 watch lists. And actually, NAB Trade's got this nice function here where you can merge all your watch lists together. So that basically does the whole A200 in one hit. So some of the 3 or 4, I'll do the 5. The 5 weakest performers in the top ASX 200. were Champion Iron. They do iron and steel. They were down 3.67%. Fortescue, they do iron and steel also. They were down 3.46%. Generation Development Group, GDG, they were down 2.68%. They do insurance. EBOS Group do pharmaceuticals and they were down 2.53%. And finally, Next Gen Energy, they were down 2.34%. And we'll have a quick look at the leaders for the day. Okay, so the first one was 4DX, which is advanced medical equipment. They were up 8.8%. That's a medical equipment and technology stock, 4D Medical, 8.82% up. These numbers may change a little bit later in the day. It is 4 o'clock now, so the prices have, well, the market has closed. However, there are sometimes some trades after the 4 p.m. mark. So Drone Shield up 6.7%. That's a great turnaround for the day. It was down on open around 2%. It's a very volatile stock. Then we've got Catalyst Metals. They do gold up 6.11%. Treasury Wine Estates, they are a wine distiller and they're up 6%. So that was a good result for them. And Genesis Energy, they are a utility company, up 5.85%. So they were our leaders there for today. We'll have a look at the market overall. So the market predictor from NAB Trade was down 0.86%. In fact, we got pretty much the opposite to that. It did spike at the start of the day. So we saw it go from sort of that 9,100 points up to 9,250 points, roughly. And then fall away to end up higher for the day at 0.24%. In terms of my trading, unfortunately, I was unable to purchase, as I mentioned earlier. Just the pricing was still a bit high for me. And so I'm just really trying to be disciplined and patient, just because I believe if I purchase at the correct price, I'll be able to get out quicker. And in the meantime, if the money's on the sideline, either in a high interest account, NAB Trade offer a high interest account of 4.5%, or you can shuffle it off to a loan somewhere and put it in an offset account and save close to 6%, depending on what your interest rate is. So that's also another option. I was eyeing off Wesfarmers. That did put on weight today, 0.87%. We saw the two supermarkets were also looking attractive at the start of the day, but they were both down. I think just momentarily they were down and then they both ended up. They were both around that 0.8% up at one stage, and Coles did fall away a little bit to be still up 0.46%. So, and Aristocrat was the other one that I was interested in. However, it's put on weight today, so it's now at $64.55. If it gets into that sort of 63, low 63s, I did miss when it got to its low point today, but probably need a little bit less than that. And the other one, yeah, I was interested in getting was a bank. I was eyeing off ANZ, but it actually just held the whole day. So Commonwealth did present to be a better opportunity for a little while, but I still needed that to fall away. That's all I've really got for today. I hope you had a good day, and all the best for the week ahead. Thanks for watching and have a great night.